The Commission tried to focus on a relatively small number of very big issues in order to have maximum impact. And I would say those reviewing the report should focus primarily on the areas that we focused on. So in other words, we looked at what are the needs that low-income renters have, how have they developed over time, and how are they likely to develop going forward. And what we found is that low-income renters are facing shortages of affordable housing of epic proportions. They're paying very high percentage of their income for rent. And our Commission report focuses very specifically on the importance of both increasing resources to help those people and making sure the systems that deliver assistance to them are efficient, effective, and equitable. The second thing we looked at was the importance going forward of having a balanced housing policy that supports both the needs of renters and the needs of homeowners into the future. Right now, the vast majority of the federal assistance that flows into the housing economy does so through tax incentives, and the vast majority of them flow to homeowners, and the vast majority of those flow to homeowners who have mortgages and are paying interest on those mortgages.